feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. You're live on YouTube. YouTube is in the house. What's good with you? How y'all feel? You know, I'm gonna always ask you how you feel. I'm always ask you, how do you feel? Person come into the office and they want to know something. Like, hey. I'm like, look. How do you feel about that? How do you feel? Because how you feel will be a determining factor. You feel me? And so we all know I come on in 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, in the 12 o'clock hour. I actually seen 12:10. I saw 12:12. And then when I sat down here but in this station, in this, I saw 12:34. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I didn't log on until 12:48. So all that is substantial. All that is substantial, man. Listen, if you only understood, that says a lot. Every time I look down at the clock at whatever reason going back those numbers. Of course, y'all know that, numbers have significance. You ever get it twisted, just like shapes have significance. And so at the same time, of course, y'all know I'm gonna come on in. I want y'all to gather around the table. Gather around the table with your thoughts and your mind. Bring your mind up under subjectivity of conscious thoughts, walking in the awareness. You know what I'm saying? As your thought provoking, as the individual that, provoke thought and watch thoughts and see thoughts and hear thoughts and understand thoughts and comprehend thoughts and break thoughts down and re-sift thoughts. I re-sift thoughts. I said, I'll re-sift a thought. Did you hear me, sir? I said, I'll re-sift a thought. How y'all doing this morning? Come on into the assignment. And so at the same time, y'all say, hey, look, I'm figuring out my copper cup. Y'all better understand the significance of figuring out a plastic all the time is gonna lower your vibration. Because somehow or another that plastic bottles and things that make you come down and just somehow or another absorb. And so here it is, the copper cup. This is a solid copper cup. See it? It's a solid new age, solid copper Moscow mule. Maybe they know someone over in Moscow. Moscow mule cup. Okay. New age imports. All right. Okay. Something about some things over there. But anyway, I'm here. I'm here on my assignment. Figuring out my copper cup. For whatever reason, the creator of all things has led me to copper. We know we have copper in our body. Copper is a part of that mechanism by which he said to me a few years ago that all of it was a part of it, which was his stuff was that periodical table chart that we all learned about in what grade that was, about 8th grade. I said 8, not 8. You know how to talk correct. 8th grade. It was 8th grade when we did that. You know what I mean? My 7th, 8th grade. In my 7th or 8th grade, we learned about the periodical table. He said that that's his stuff. Stuff is confined on that periodical table that never loses its power. One time for Ray, spiritual mentor. Yeah. And so she was passed on. Just her presence in my life shifted. So at the same time, one time. So I'm here, right? Y'all know I had to come. I ain't coming for no other reason than to just speak into the mind of individuals that would allow me to do so. You have options out here. We can keep on stroll. You heard us say stroll. Don't stroll. You stroll. You went down the street. We went down the street. and we know how to draw a straight line. You know what I'm saying? We know how to draw straight, no straight, straight lines, and we know how to walk, you know what I'm saying, correct. But as I came, I've saw and as I've conquered anything that will stagnate, hinder, and or prevent me from doing. I had to sit here this morning on this Monday morning. What day is probably about 6:15, 16, 17. And so I had to sit here this morning. At the same time as I sat and as I was preparing and I was coming, I guess what happens is that I open my innermost connection. I think that's what's happening. I connect with the innermost part of my being. And at the same time, you know what I'm saying, this word thing. Did you hear me, sir? I said this word thing. I want to drop it in y'all's spirit right quick. And at the same time, y'all know I'm short on time. Not literally, but short on the time span by which I can speak to your mind because y'all know y'all. But I'm here to tell individuals who it is, I don't know. Who this word might be for, I don't even have any idea. But all I know is I came with the word to say into the mind of an individual that will hear this podcast, or hear my voice, or hear my session, or hear this therapeutic inclination. I'm here to tell you, you not drifting, you're shifting. Oh, that makes a difference. Did you hear me, sir? I say, did you hear me? I say, I'm here to tell you, you might feel as though you're drifting through this thing called life. I'm here to tell and set the record straight for you that you're not drifting. You're actually shifting. So, you see that? That changed the whole entire perspective. When you know that for yourself, that changed the whole entire perspective by which you're viewing it. I'm talking about life and these life curriculums that we're going to have to improve. And so at the same time, I'm here to let you know that you might feel as though you're drifting through this thing called life, but I'm here to let you know that's not the perspective. By where you are right now, you're not drifting, you actually shift. That's a difference. You shift gears intentionally. You know, they call it a new vibration or a new frequency or a new year or a new aura or a new you know, entity, a new entirety. I'm just here to let you know as we continue to embark upon these new endeavors, as we continue to embark upon this new mindset shift, as we continue YouTubers, as we continue TikTokers, as we continue Facebookers, we better understand the concept of it all, that we are not drifting through this thing called life, that we are intentionally shifting, going from one gear to the higher gear, to the next gear. So, since at the same time, you know, I know that I'm here. And the creator said 3, 4, 5 months ago that this is ministry for the mind. I said it might as well be me if I'm here to deliver a word. And this is ministry for your mind that will help you shift to the new level, the new vibration, the new frequency, the new aura, the new attractiveness. the new betterment, you're gonna better yourself. You might as well embody betterment, man. Ooh, if you go forward, you might as well embody betterment in your life. That you don't accept no shots, like you don't give, especially if that's not what you sowing into the atmosphere. You shouldn't have to. And so if you sowing good seed in good soil, you always want the betterment for the person that's beside you, sometimes even more for them than you even want for yourself. Ooh, y'all know I had to come. For these next, days, I don't have no other choice but to come and show the mind of the individual that will hear this podcast or this session of this um spiritual inclination, this spiritual psychology, or whatever you want to call it, this ministry for the mind. Maybe this is ministry for your mind. You have ministry for the soul and the spirit. Maybe this is a ministry for your mind. Help you get your mind in alignment. Because all people come alkaline. Your spirit man first, your mind man second, and your body man last. That's the lowest vibrational part of you. That's going back to all I'm here to let you know at this moment as we move through life's curriculum. I'm here to let you know you are not drifting. You actually shift with intentionality. Being intentional. Did you hear me? I said you gotta have we're being intentional about that. We're not just drifting through this thing. We better be intentional. Hear me? I said we better be intentional as we shift. Be intentional about your finances. Be intentional about your movement. Be intentional about your cognitive ability. Be intentional about your agility to have the ability to move. Have enough bandwidth, enough megahertz in your brain in order to expand past what you once thought you knew, that you once was connected with, that you once was controlled by. So at the same time, since we here, and since I am on assignment, and since I am Kendrick B. Davis, your thought-provoking specialist, your health-conscious coach, and your intellectual content creator, I'm also your podcast professor. You see me with this lab jacket on, you feel me? I said, y'all see with this lab jacket on, drinking out my copper cup. Y'all better understand the benefits of copper, since we are electromagnetic beings in the earth with an electromagnetic force, and you don't have to say nothing. And you stand up behind somebody and they'll feel you. The reason why they can feel your frequency, sir. Hey man, it's a reason why they can walk up behind you and you can feel somebody standing there and you can feel their frequency. It's a reason for that. I drink out my copper cup. You know what I'm saying? And allow copper, which is a part of that whole construct by which he said that tell them that's my stuff. That's on that periodical table. Y'all go through the table, y'all see the little numbers and the little letters and O2, oxygen, you see nitrogen, you see hydrogen, you see all the, water, H2O, all those symbols and symbolics. Say, tell them that's my stuff. That's why it never loses its power. Copper will always be copper. Gold will always be gold. Silver will always be silver. It'll never change nothing. Say, that's my stuff in the earth. Ooh, so y'all know I'm gonna come. I'll say what needs to be said. Did you hear me? I said, I'll say what needs to be said, ma'am, that you are not drifting. You left all the drift stages when you walked out of that frequency of the snake, when we shed all of the things that no longer serve us. We shedded all of the things that no longer serve us. If you got unbelief, it serve you. Even belief will serve you. And so at the same time, you had to shed all of the old things that no longer can be attached to us anymore. We shed it. Now we into the new frequency, into the new vibration, into the new aura, into the new effort. Put forth the effort and the energy by which you know you need, ma'am, in order to accomplish the goal by which you set for yourself, sir. Woo-wee. So you made yourself a promise. You got to adhere to the promise by which you made yourself. I don't care if it was last year, last frequency, last vibration, last aura. It could have been last month, last year, last 10 years. Yeah. You better honor it for yourself. You better honor the perspective by which you promise yourself. Don't forget the promise. Did you hear me? Don't forget the promises that you made to yourself. You made yourself a promise on that bunk bed when you sat there was talking to your little sibling on the bunk bed in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, when you made yourself a promise. You said, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that. Somehow another life happened. The downs, the trials, the tribulations, life started happening, and you done forgot the promise. I'm here to remind you, do not forget the promise that you made to yourself to be a better person, to be a better individual, to be a better listener, to be a better entity in the earth, a better energy. Before you even walk into a room, your energy precedes you. I said, you heard I said, I ain't one of y'all on man, damn one of y'all am I scared. I said that before you enter a room, your energy, your aura has already preceded you. Make sure you have a good aura. Sometimes when you, as a chosen one, when you walk in your light, it's too bright for dark. They'll come for you because it makes them turn in on themselves. As soon as you walk in the room, people start turning in on themselves, start cognitively beating themselves up with your presence. You ain't said nothing. You ain't even did nothing. What I said, you got the hood in Miami. You know how we do it. You can fluctuate in here. You can go from the uttermost to the guttermost. You already know how. Come on now. This is me. Y'all who y'all can be real with. This is a safe space. Y'all can come in here and this is a safe space. It's safe. It's safe. You can let your hair all the way down a bit now. You hear me, sir? I said, you can let your hair all the way down. Let your hair down. Relax. Get you a copper cup. Drink you some apple juice. You feel me? Flow. Shit. But we will not drift. We will not drift aimlessly through life. We're going to intentionally shift to the new level, the new dimension, the new betterment. If that's the word you want to use, the new betterment of yourself first. Be better. Walk better. Yeah, just be better. Walk in your betterment. Be a better energy, better frequency, better aura, better vibe. Just be a better vibe. You feel me? Stop vibing all low. Be a better vibe. Yeah, we own one. Yes, we own. It's a privilege and an honor to be here. It's a privilege and an honor to serve your mind. This is ministry for the mind. Cause your mind to do the mindset shift or mindset shifts. I don't believe that you can shift one time in this thing called life and be what you need. I believe that there are shifts along the way. Along this journey called life, you will shift and make shifts. S. That's an apostrophe S2, which showing possession. What you intentionally had to do, make a shift. Ooh, and so I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I'm actually appreciative. I walk with an attitude of gratitude because of who I am. Always want to see people do better. So I came by this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking, your health conscious coach. As you walk through this thing called health conscious, being healthy, speaking kind words to yourself. Be nice to yourself. Did you hear me, sir? I say speak kind words to self. I was in the elevator and that lady said, I am a D-U-M-M-I-E. I was like, ooh, 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 hey, hey, hey. I'm like, hey, ooh. I don't wanna, I don't wanna listen. I think the ears of the atmosphere, the ears of the universe heard her say that and turned all of the mechanisms by which operated in her body. You know what I'm saying? It turned all of the mechanisms by what operated in her body, the billions of cells in her body. She told her mind that I am D-U-M-M-I-E. I don't even want to say it. I'm scared to say it. She said, I am a. I was like, ooh, you don't have to be that. You just say you make mistakes. We ain't gotta be no D-U-M-M-I-E. But anyway, be kind to yourself, sir. As we have intentionally did the mindset shift to go into the new era, the new aura, the new vibration, the new frequency, the new energy, leaving the old energy behind that no longer unlock the new keys to this new door, this new frequency. Those old keys don't even work. They don't even go into the lock. They wouldn't even stick the head in the lock. It won't even fit the head of it. And so I came this morning. I've sought and I've caught anything that will hinder, stagnate, and or tell every individual on the sound of my voice, you are not tripping. Semicolon. You are shifting. You have shifted. Put an ED on. You heard what I said? Let's put an ED on shift. SHIFTED. With an exclamation point. Now that absolute. You made it an absolute when you went from shifting to shifted. Did you hear me? And so at the same time, I'm here this week. And I'm here to let every person know in the sound of my voice, you are not drifting. You are we understand that concept. We understand that narrative. We understand that ideology. We understand that frequency, that aura that you have to shift to the newness of it all, to the betterment of it all, to the advancement of it all, to the excitement of it all, and to the, saying, to the new frequency of it, to the greatness of it all, to the higher power of it all. I gotta go, y'all. Y'all know I had to come 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, in the 12 o'clock hour. I say Monday through Thursday in the 12 o'clock hour. So I want to get it between 12 and 12:10 so we can all meet at the table of your own thoughts, the table of your own mind, the table of your own concepts, the table of your own narrative, your own ideology. We're gonna just meet here at the table. I wish y'all could interact with me. I wish y'all, if anybody want to interact with me and y'all want to reach out to into my DMs or find a way to find me, find a way to get in contact. I'm available. I just want to sit and just talk to our minds. We're gonna sit and break bread together, and just speak our minds and our thoughts and our understandings and our comprehension. And we all sit around this big psychological table. I am Kendrick Davis, senior. I ain't on the side. Peace and prosperity.